Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video, we are going to do a full, gorgeous, glittered nail using the dual forms. So this nail has already been prepped. We've removed the surface shine and we've done the cuticle work over it. I'm going to wipe over the nail with gel residue wipe off solution. What I'm going to do first of all is put a tip on. There are two different ways you can do the dual forms. You can use it without a tip or you can use it with a tip. We have many videos of this. It's your choice. I prefer it with a tip, if I'm honest. So you can pretty much use any tip for this. I'm using clear because you'll able to see the gorgeous glitter on the other side. Pop my tip on, make sure it fits from side to side, make sure it's nice and straight. Then I'm going to get my pinching tool and just pinch down the sides of those little ears there of the tip. Look at this fresh pack of tip cutters in black. My favourite colour. So I'm going to cut the tip down to the length that we want. I'm going to take the corners off because we're going to do an almond nail. Then I'm going to file the side walls and just basically shape the tip. And I'm going to do this before I blend the tip into the natural nail. You need to do this at this point because if you blend this first and then come to file the free edge, the tip won't have much strength and you will put pressure on the natural nail and the tip could ping off. And we don't want that. Now I'm just going to go over that connecting point. So this contact area here, I'm just going to whip the file over that. I'm not going to keep blending and blending and blending because I don't want to touch the natural nail. So what I will do next is blend that in with some acetone. So take a lint-free pad with some acetone on and just give that a rub. It'll also clean it at the same time and it'll blend it in more. Then I'm going to dehydrate with the Nail Prep dehydrator. And then we're going to use the acid-free primer to prime the nail ready for the acrylic. I'm going to use high-speed liquid, so I'm going to do 2 coats of primer. We're going to be using Carnival in Venice. Now, Carnival and Rio are similar as well, but they're different colours. But I'm going to show you them both because they're both jam-packed with glitter. So can you see? There is a lot of glitter in there.
Looks like a sandy beach after an Ibiza party.
So you can see that they're both like absolutely jam-packed with glitter. Whereas you've got colours like Musical, they have glitter in them but not as much. So you see there's more coloured powder in there. There is bits of glitter in there, different sizes. But these two are definitely more intense with glitter. That's why I'm using this one today because I wanted to show you how to use it with a dual form. Now when you're sizing up you need to make sure that from side to side this dual form covers each side. See here? There is an air pocket between the natural nail and the tip and the dual form. that's where the product will sit. So as you look at it, you're like, yeah, it's about yay. It's about to there. What you can do is you can always mark that with a Sharpie if you want to. So you know how long it needs to be. Mark it on the top side, not the underside. And because this is jam-packed with glitter, we are going to lay down a clear bead of acrylic first, a very thin clear bead. So I'm going to hold it where the number is and get a clear wet bead. So I haven't bled this out. The reason for putting the clear on first is because we need to encase the glitter inside. If we didn't, we would end up filing on top of the glitter, and I don't want to do that. There won't be a lot of filing to be done. However, if we need to file over the top, you'll hit the glitter, and we don't want to do that. Now we're going to pop in the glitter. Pick your bead up. Get your shape. Spread the glitter out. You're going to do this thin as well. Just make sure you've covered everywhere. You can even turn it over and check. Then you're going to take a bead of clear, just a thin bead, and sandwich that in there. Now we've done this kind of sandwich technique before, but not on a dual form. So while it's wet, we're going to take it nice and tight at the cuticle. Start to rock it down. Secure it at the bottom. So we've coated all the nail. Anything that pushes out, you can slide away with your brush. Make sure it's completely covered the nail. So if you look underneath, can you see how it's covered the nail?
The tip.
Yeah. So if you look underneath, you can see that it's covered the tip fully with product. That's what you want. That is one sparkly nail. You love that, don't you? You are allowed to talk sometimes, you know.
No, you're not sure.
I know. I'm not talking.
Dina gets told off for talking too much. So once that's dry, and you can kind of test it's dry underneath, so anything that you can feel, have a little play. Does it feel hard? Yes, it does. Show you how to take this off. You know, just gently press. You see how it's starting to pop off? It'll just release. Rock it from side to side. There you are. Super shiny. Oh, wicked. Love it, don't you? Like, where have you been all my life? All the nails that Dina does from now on are going to be like this, aren't they? Oh, Jock, I've got a new thing for you. I'm going to file the side walls. I won't have to do any filing around the cuticle, because that's fine. That's the joy of using these. They're like amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love doing a full set the conventional way with a brush from scratch. Yeah, I'm comfortable doing it. I've been doing it a long time. If you're not comfortable doing it and you want to progress, then you could do it this way. Then at least you're actually getting nails out there. And you can practice your artwork on top of them. You can practice your gel polish designs on top of it. You know, if you've kind of given up hope of being able to do acrylics
Bit like me.
Then this is the way forward for you. This is the easy part of filing as well. And also, because we put it on a tip, we haven't got to go underneath and drill out underneath any mess that might have been there. So that's made everything a lot easier as well. Love it, don't you? Mm-hmm. So you could just leave it like that. What I'm going to do is buff over it with my white block. If I can find it, it's here.
Would it scratch easier if you just left it like that?
Yeah, it would. You need like a protective layer, I think. You could leave it like that, but there's nothing on top to protect it.
It's as shiny as it is with like the likes of Mega Gloss or
Oh, yeah.
top coat on, but it just would scratch easier.
Yeah.
Why does acrylic scratch easier than the gels?
I have no idea.
Am I asking too many questions?
Yeah, I'm not a scientist.
Oh, okay.
The other reason we put the clear in first is so if you need to file on top, you can. So if you had any little accidents or little lumps and bumps you needed to get rid of, which is, you know, very rare with doing this system, but you can file over the top. And plus, when we buff over it now, we're not going to touch the glitter. We're not going to take any of the colour off the glitter. It's very easy to buff over it. It's a smooth surface. I'm just going to rub that over with some acetone. And then I'm going to use, you can use Mega Gloss or you can use the Urban Graffiti Top Coat. I'm going to use Urban Graffiti Top Coat. Urban Graffiti Top Coat's a little bit thinner on application than Mega Gloss. So that's why I'm using it. Pop that into the lamp. I'm going to finish off with some lemon cuticle oil. I'm going to rub that in and take off any excess off the nail so you can see it in its full glory. Look at that.
Boom.
And I don't think anybody would know if I'd done that with a brush or a dual form. Do you?
No.
I don't think they'd notice, would they? And it's super quick. How about that? There you are, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And guess what? I'll see you in the next video. Keep watching. Bye-bye. And she's so fun. She's the really cute kind of girl you ever want to meet.
Oh my god.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, oh,